Oh baby, really solid show. I mean, like, I'm still like processing. I'm still processing. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, big ones, of course. Wolverine, we saw that. It makes sense they start that with start the show with that. I was not expecting Until Dawn 2. That's like a big surprise. I know some people were predicting it. I did not think we would see that. Ill also was a standout. I can't get over the gelatinous cube, dude. Like, I never would have guessed that that's going to be the companion, but dude, I'm kind of here for it. What else? Ace Combat, Silent Hill looks good. Ill also looked insane too. Like, there's a lot there. There's a lot. Overall, I mean, a pretty dense show for what they've got. I mean, most of that stuff was 2026, targeting like October, September timeframes. So they really packed it tight. Nothing really targeting, late in the window for next year. I'm just, man, sensory overload. Still no GTA 6. GTA 6 was never going to be here, man. It never was going to be here. Let's be totally honest. Like, it was never going to be here. Really crazy. Really crazy. Yeah, there's still people upset that that Destiny 3 wasn't shown in Bloodborne 2. That's funny, dude. One of the comments, I think they just froze chat, but no Destiny 3, go home, boys. Like, just leave. Back it up. No PSVR. Yeah, I think if they're gonna do PSVR, they're gonna tell you ahead of time. They're gonna tell you ahead of time. No, it's that's just how it is. No, with chat, every chat is always gonna be like this. Like, even like people asking for GTA, Destiny 4, please, asking the real questions right there. No, chat always turns toxic inevitably. Like, you have to have thick skin with it. It is how it is. But overall, I think most people are going to walk away from that pretty excited with everything that they saw. I mean, to highlight, so I guess let's go through the first ones, just kind of working our way back through with what we saw. Wolverine looks, I mean, it's kind of silly now to think that there was a period like a year ago when we weren't sure if they were going to have like gore. Like, we were worried that Wolverine was going to be like PG-13 Wolverine, and it was going to be like no blood effects. I know it's crazy now seeing this, but there was a time where we were worried that there was going to be no gore, because historically, like, Insomniac has not really pushed the boundary there. But dude, they went crazy. Like, look how his back, as he takes damage, watch the like literal meat on his back get chewed up. And this like hole on his back will get bigger and deeper as he takes damage, revealing more of the, like, it's not an exoskeleton because it's inside him, but you know what I mean? Like, more of the whatever that metal is. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the last shot with Wolverine for me is what really like broke my brain. It's this spot where like he jumps out and you'll see the bullets going through him, literally tearing through him as he jumps. Like, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. It's pretty wild. So Wolverine, I think, looks really good. Also really intense. Kind of, I expect, the game's gonna have pacing where it breaks it up. It's not gonna be all crazy intense all the time, but I think that looks really cool, and they've done a really good job with that. So Wolverine, I'm pretty excited for. I think that's going to do really well. Combat looks crazy, action looks crazy, which is kind of like the centerpiece for a game like this. You got to nail that, and it looks like they did. Other stuff like the action or the fighting games, I'm just not familiar with, so I don't really have a lot to say that would be like, I think, valuable. Rayman, dude, this looks really good. Really good. Again, this is a Ubisoft remake. That's crazy. Like, that they've managed to put together a remake that looks that wild. It's crazy. Like it's absolutely wild. Beyond that, I mean, yeah, I might be rewriting my memory here, but I think they went straight in and they didn't show the Ubisoft logo until the very end, and it was just the little bitty text on the bottom. Yeah, like they didn't do a big Ubisoft splash screen. They didn't do anything like that. They just went straight to the game, and then at the very end they were like, yeah, by the way, it's us. But it's crazy, dude. Ubisoft's got this looks really good, and of course Black Flag Resynced coming. I mean, I think those are both gonna do pretty well, because both of these look really good. Really good. Like, I was expecting this to be like good enough, but this looks like downright awesome. So Rayman, I didn't expect that to pop off. I like Dave the Diver. This though, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna tickle the same itch for me. I don't know. I'll have to see more about this one. I'm not totally sold on this one yet. It's just very different. This one was, of course, what's it called? Kimuri. This one looks very interesting just because it's the art direction is absolutely stellar, but it's one of those games I think you'll need to get your hands on. If a game could benefit from a demo, I think this is one that could really benefit from it. Tomb Raider continues to look really solid. They've of course pushed it to February, I believe they said. I think that makes sense. Give it a little like its own slot, let it have its own little beat and moment. This one, which is like the Jurassic Park stealth, it's almost, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Outlast, but with dinosaurs. And I kind of love that. Like, I'm down for that. I love dinosaurs just in general, and seeing like a survival game, stealth survival game, I'm here for that. Dude, isn't it crazy? These things were real. Okay, you might think that this is like exaggerated. No, dude, there were actual, like, I forget the name of that one exactly, but they were huge. They're freaking gigantic, dude. It's absolutely wild. So that one looks really good. Phantom Blade Zero continues to look really good. Onimusha continues to look really good. No shocker. Probably the biggest just like what moment was that they're doing a demo dropping today for Onimusha. It looks to be the same demo that they showed at Summer Games Fest last year behind closed doors, and then they eventually did like an edited version of it for the public. So it looks like it's that demo just brought forward, and so I'm just surprised by that. I was not expecting them to do that, but I'm not complaining. You know, I'm not complaining at all. That's absolutely crazy. Onimusha, again, Capcom just don't miss. They're just hitting it out of the park. Silent Hill also, I mean, it's Silent Hill. You got to pay attention when they show up. You know, slow, suspenseful horror. That's what they do best. Ace Combat. I mean, you guys know me. I like airplanes and I like dinosaurs. So this is like, I'm here for it. As for what was next? What was after Ace Combat? Oh yeah, the stunt driver. Dude, I was trying to figure out what this was. I was like, is this just like Need for Speed? Is this going to be like an Asphalt, but console version or whatever? And then they brought out the DeLorean with the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, what is going on? And then it's revealed that it's Stuntman Hollywood, where basically you reenact and recreate like stunt scenes while driving. And it just is like the ultimate excuse to have basically a racing game with like really crazy over the top sets and setups and stuff. And I'm not, I did not expect that, but it looks really good. Munfish, dude, this game, a lot of people, it's captured on PS5 Pro, they say. A lot of people were thinking that this game was like straight up fake. It looks absolutely insane. I don't think I've seen something like this in my life. Like the gore system is like Dead Island on another planet. Like it's absolutely outrageous. Like no joke, this game's gore system will probably single-handedly cause like mass demonetizations. Like it's actually something you have to consider when you're like making videos and content for games, because like this game is so intense and crazy. I don't know if I'd even be able to like make videos or make like TikToks or stream it. Like it's that intense. Like this is crossing past for most like platforms. This is crossing over like M for mature. It's crossing into like NC-17. Like it's crossing into, you can't just casually make a video on it. Like if we're doing videos on this game, we're probably having to do them locked behind the member only paywall or something, because you just can't put it out on the channel normally. There's no other option. It's just crazy. I can't think of another game that's on that level. Really, really intense. Remedy, they continue to just, I mean, it's Remedy. Art direction's crazy. Set pieces are wacky and psychedelic. It's going to break your brain and be brain melding, but that's what they do best. So looking forward to that. Marathon. Yeah, they have a free play weekend that you can check out if you're interested. Yeah, the PlayStation Plus catalog. Until Dawn 2. This is not being done by the same team. Until Dawn's moved around, and the Until Dawn-esque games have moved around. So, of course, Supermassive did the original one. They then did, I think, Little Nightmares 3, I want to say, was what they did most recently. But for whatever reason, they're not doing this one. And so this is a separate team, looks like full Unreal Engine 5. These games are always kind of kitschy, campy, and almost like B-movie, you know, like they know they're being like campy a lot of the time, but I kind of love that. You know, I loved the Quarry, even though the Quarry has like plenty of kind of like cringe roll your eyes moments, but I just kind of love it. And this looks to have a lot of that as well, which is perfect. I also kind of like the idea of pushing myself off a cliff. I kind of like the idea of the cast being like ghost hunters, but as he said, they're ghost hunters who typically fake all their content. So like they're basically a cast of cringy TikTokers. So it might be one of those games where you just, you know, let out some frustration and push everybody off cliffs. So there you go. I can't wait for the deep fakes that put my face on this guy. Oh, squish. This, I'm going to be real. This gave strong, like, aim for the bushes. You got it. Aim for the bushes. You know, in what movie was that? What movie was that? Was it Good? Is it Good Guys? Good. The Other Guys. The Other Guys. Thank you. Yeah, aim for the bushes, and then they just straight off onto the sidewalk. That same same vibe. So I'm excited for this one. I love Until Dawn. We actually go back to it like once a year and replay Until Dawn, me and my wife, and we just love it. It's a vibe. And that brings us, of course, to God of War. I kind of wish they had said how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's I think Lufay, because it's Fey. I don't think it's Laffy, so I'm guessing Lufay, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But what blew me away about this one is that it is, of course, like a spin-off, but it's told in tandem. So it's not a prequel. It's following her journey after the Pyre, which I was not expecting. I was expecting like a full prequel. I'm guessing we'll have like story exposition that happens, like covering what happened before. But yeah, that was genuinely surprising. Even I think the leaks were saying that it was going to be full prequel. I don't think the leaks even got this right, which is fascinating. Production value is of course off the charts, and just crazy high fidelity. Even like little stuff that you'll see when like combat starts, if you watch her facial animations even during combat, it's all actually animated. So her face and eyes are moving where they should. She's grunting and grimacing when she should. It's all just the attention to detail, as always, is outrageously high. Cutscenes look insane. One thing, dude, there was one line. So of course her design, her design is very Egyptian, right? With the serpent. It's very Egyptian. But she says one line. I think it's like right here. Hold on. Load.
Deal with our new.
Maybe right before. Sekhmet. He says it.
Sekhmet.
No. Betsy.
Sekhmet. And dude, if you're just gonna casually mention and confirm what we thought, which is that you're referencing Egyptian gods. Like we already thought she looked kind of Egyptian, but then to reference specifically Sekhmet. So that is what we're doing. I think we're mixing in, kind of folding in some Egypt, maybe a little bit of Mayan, maybe a little bit of China, whatever. Like I think they're taking all of these different mythologies and they're kind of mixing them in, because this is like the aftermath, or not aftermath. This is the afterlife for gods, which opens the door to put all of them and to experiment with all of them without having to necessarily rewrite lore from previous stuff. So it like opens it up fully. Now, I don't think she's Sekhmet. This doesn't give me the vibe of lion, of course, but who does she summon?
Handle that problem. You deal with our new pet.
China. Yeah. Imagine Jesus is there. See? You know, the dress could be her main. It could. I mean, these look more reptilian to me, like more of a snake-like or reptilian depiction. But it's possible. I'm not sure if she's supposed to be Sekhmet or not. But this also. See this? The rattlesnake tail. The rattle god with. And I forget the name. It's just a chimera, I think. It's like their version of a chimera, which of course are like lions with like the snake tail, but they could swap it out so the tail is actually the tail of a snake. Yeah, kind of like this. So instead of the serpent head, it actually has the rattle. It's like their version of it. There's so many things that they can do. Wadjet, ancient Egyptian cobra goddess who served as the patron and protector of Lower Egypt, known as the Green One. She personified the fertile Nile Delta and was the fierce, watchful guardian of the pharaohs. Yeah, she looks much more Wadjet to me. That lines up. I think that she's probably Wadjet. Yeah. They might have said it. Yeah, I think so. Scaly boy. Dude, I can't wait to see the deep dives people do on like who each of these gods are supposed to be and how they tie into everything else. But you see like the planets, are each of these their own realm? It's like, is this the Egyptian realm? And this is, I'm so curious. There's so many questions that open up. It's just like crazy, crazy intense. Again, the production value is outrageous. The gelatinous cube is like, of course, a staple for fantasy games just in general, going back to like D&D and everything. It's a classic. And I'm here for it. I'm curious about the sword. People are going to be doing a lot of digging on the sword and potential implications. Their combat, dude, when I heard that it was more like Devil May Cry inspired combat than what we saw with like God of War 2018, I was like, okay, I'm not sure exactly what that looks like. I was imagining like camera pulled way out and it's like much more top down. Like I was not sure what to make of that, but seeing it in action, it's pretty baller. They have, of course, instant parries. They have iframes with the dodge. It looks like if you tap like circle at the precise moment, she kind of does the phase out of existence thing. Seeing Frank help in combat by bouncing around is also fantastic. And then, of course, we get to like the big boss fights with the big scene transitions that we came to know and love from God of War Ragnarok in 2018. It's just crazy. I'm coming to help. It's just, and it's so silky smooth too. It's just crazy how smooth it transitions from set piece to set piece, from arena to arena. It's pretty intense. It's pretty wild. I was wondering what they were going to title it. Like the whole time I was like, are they going to like do God of War and subtitle? I feel like they want to establish it's in the same universe. So that kind of makes sense. But I'm just so curious. I'm so curious. So I'm giddy. Again, it shouldn't surprise you guys that yeah, realm filled with people pissed at Kratos. Basically, it shouldn't come as a surprise that you start to sprinkle in some Egyptian mythology. You mention like Sekhmet, and I'm like, You don't say. You don't say. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna prick my ears right up. I'll tell you what. I think it looks crazy. Now, interestingly, so they show it. God of War Lofe. Again, I just, if there's a way to mispronounce something, I will mispronounce it. And so I have no doubt that that's what I'm doing. But they do not give a time frame. They just do the title reveal, and then they say coming to PlayStation 5. That to me suggests I'm guessing it might slide and be more of a 2028 game. There were rumors that this could be like early 2027 and be like the first half of next year. It seems like that's not the case. It's Louve. Oh my god, that doesn't. Lafe. We need a white person pronunciation guide. Laufe. That still feels weird. Lofi. Laffy Taffy. Yeah, exactly. God of War Laffy Taffy. Anyway. But yeah, it says PlayStation 5. So to me, this sounds like it sounds to me like early 28, I would guess. Lafe. God of War Lafe. Lulufe. They had to know this was a risk. Luffy. There's gonna be mispronunciations galore. I'm gonna tell you what.
He took my thing.